Alright, hello, good evening. Oh, it's finally here. The end of Swiss. Feels like it's gone by really quick. Really quick. Feels like only like a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had just started the VPL. Man, where has the time gone? Right. Let me quickly set this all up. But yeah, it's been an experience. I'm overall quite happy with how things have gone. Hopefully everyone who's taken part has enjoyed it as well. Man, it's so close to the end. Restart it? Bro, I already have plans for next year. Like, I almost want to... If you think about it, right? VPL takes 15 weeks to run in total, including like drafting, setup, sign-ups, finals, all this sort of stuff, right? 15 weeks to run. And there are 52 weeks in a year. So theoretically, we could run 3 VPLs in a year and still have 1 or 2 weeks in between off. I don't know, like, I think that would be bad for my YouTube metrics, because it would reach a point where I would stop making regular content, and the only things that would ever be uploaded to YouTube would be VPL VODs. Like, I definitely... See, having, like, run this, I definitely, like, have motivation now to recreate some other TG content. Like, literally last week, I started playing Star Wars again properly. Like, I built Yellow Kylo, and, like, I'm really enjoying it. So I suddenly want to like go back to like doing some Star Wars stuff again. So it's like, I think I definitely need more than a few weeks of... This is a loop. I definitely want more than a few weeks of rest, just to focus on other stuff. And then we'll see. I don't know. We'll like. The problem is that like running it over Christmas and New Year is tough. And if I run it before then, it's definitely going to run over, like... There's 2 tournaments I have to go to in November. Like, there's the UK Weiss Schwarz Nationals for WGP, and there's BCS Austria. That's 2 weeks I'm not going to be around, which I think is... I'd rather not have, like, the league coincide with that. The only way to solve that would be to start a new one literally next week. Like, you know, August 24th, and then it was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, that's... It would run into... There's no way it would run... It would run into November, and if I start it after I get back, it would run over Christmas and New Year's, and I definitely do not want that. So the soonest we could start it would be, like, mid-January. But then it overlaps with, like, Cardiff BCS, Worlds. So I have to, like... There's no way for it to start after New Year's and before Worlds. Which means we have to wait until after Worlds for the next season. So it's a mind hassle. But... My plan is to leave this Discord server, like, intact as it is, even after the tournament ends, until at least the New Year. Until at least the New Year. So who knows, like, maybe, like, in October, or, you know, late January, early February, I might run, like, some, you know, some small, like, side things in that server, since people are already there playing games. You know, I definitely will, like, I have no reason not to do more with the server. You know, people are there, people are talking, people are playing. So, who knows, like, next year's VGCS might even be an online VGCS? That's... We'll see. Like, I'm planning stuff. But yeah. We're already at the end of Swiss, so week 9 just ended. And a few games weren't able to be played this week, which is a bit unfortunate. But also, most of the games didn't matter, so it doesn't... So we're all okay. But yeah, let's take a look at the spreadsheet. So, we had at the end of last week we had 4 teams fighting it out for the top 4 slots. So Owlcoop and Spreadsheet Seekers were already confirmed to be in, and you know, Brandon, one of the Juicebox pals, who again they helped me run this tournament. I could not do it without them. Please check them out as well. They're running the Y Schwartz League right now. You should check that out as well. I'm sure there's a link somewhere. Maybe. I'll figure it out. But yeah, Brandon sat down and like went through how each team could make top cut. So Dino Bozos, if they won their match or tied, they were guaranteed to be in. Forge Freaks, if they won, they were guaranteed in. Shiny Cooperative Session, if they win, they were guaranteed in. And Top Deck Sidekicks, if they won, they were also guaranteed in. However, for Top Deck Sidekicks to make it win, they also needed either for SCO and FF to also lose, or for either SCO and FF to lose, and then to have a record of 8-2 or better. If Forge Freaks lost or tied, they could also have made it in if both TDS and SCO didn't win. And Dino Bozos would also have been able to make it in with a loss if they either... They could only make it in if both FF and SCO lost. Which was... There was a lot of like things that needed to happen for that to work, but yes. Let's look at the results. So... There are unfortunately some decks missing. Some of these games didn't get played. I know that like one of these is missing for sure. That's missing. I don't know where some of these went. One of them I know is missing, but the other one I don't know. But basically, if we just put this as like double loss, let me just fill these in with red. Fill that in with red. And then we just count the greens. So SSS managed to beat SEO. So by this game, like, at this point, SSS had 5 wins. So SEO were no longer capable of winning, so they were unfortunately out of top 4 contention. Deck Players Rebirth and the Neighborhood Watch. This is not a game that mattered massively because both these teams are out of contention. But of the games played, I will say Neighborhood Watch won against DFR. So let me see if that... Let's see if that correctly updated. I don't think it would have. No, okay, so... No, Neighborhood Watch should have beat... Did I put some results in wrong? Oh, we're about to see... results being fixed live, it looks like, maybe. So, let's see, week 9. So, Deck Players Rebirth versus Neighborhood Watch. That's correct. Yep, that's correct. So, Advisor, Valeno. Ava. Oh, that's my mistake. So it's Gandiva. Beat Blangmire. Messiah beat Shoujo. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I need to figure out how to fiddle this to make it a win. I'll get round fixed. Okay, here we go. 6-4 wins. Yes. Wait. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, that is correct. I just don't have a bunch of results listed for some weird reason. We'll fix that later. So anyway. So Deck Players Rebirth took the win against Neighborhood Watch. Top Deck Sidekicks versus Dino Bozos. This is a story for the ages. So we got to this point. The teams are 3-3. So there's 3-3 with 3-3 with 4 more games left to play. Sorry. This point. Oh, I need to zoom this in, shouldn't I? Okay, so we got to this point. Sorry, 3. And the idea is that 3-3 with 4 games left to play. Right? No, 3-4 with 3 games left to play. I can't count. So Top Deck Psychics has to go 3-0 within the last day to even have a shot of making top cut. And like, we're all at locals, and this was yesterday, by the way. Like, most of us were at locals, just like, you know, chilling, playing locals, laughing it up. And it was like, you know, there's one person from TDS on my team at Darksphere locals, and 2 people from Dino Bozos. And we're all just hanging out and being like, oh yeah, you're like, you know, we're gonna make the top cut, you guys might make the top cut, blah 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 blah. And like every other round, I would go up to like, you know, Echo and Nicholas Hu and other band TSL Cobra. I'd be like, bros, a result just got submitted. It's happening. It's happening. So seeing it happen was actually pretty intense. Like, you know, shout out to everyone on TDS. Like, they really like, they just locked the hell in, bro. They just locked the fuck in. Incredible. Crow's Nest versus Mash. So this would have been Team Mash's win with 5 wins. That's what it should say, I think. Yeah, okay, that's... I'll get this fixed, but it definitely is Crow's loss in that week. So yeah, basically what happened here is that these 2 guys couldn't find time to play for whatever reason. And I think the spreadsheet just wasn't set up to take double losses, so that's something that I'll need to fix, but this basically counts as a double loss. So, but I think you're like, oh, CN, yeah, sorry. So, there's double loss here. The result being 5-4 makes it Mash's win. So, Team Mash beat Team Crow's Nest 5-4. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah. Then Forge Freaks versus Team Owl. So Owl won 5-3. So I'll need to update that to Forge Freaks standing. So because the sheet isn't set up to handle double losses, we'll figure out how to do that. We will need to be updating that at some point. Like, these should all add to 9 though, right? Yeah. 5-1-3, 4-3-2. Yep. Yeah, so I'll fix this before the top 4, like, before the finals for sure. But this is indeed this is the correct final standings, basically. That's what matters. This is the correct final standings. So, in the playoffs, in the top 4, we have Owl versus Top Deck Psychics, and Spreadsheet Seeker Subcontractors versus Dino Bozos. Now let me tell you about some of the changes we made for top 4, top cut. First things first, a lot of the games in the league, I would be lying if I said that they weren't swingy or sacky. So to give everyone more of a chance to really play the game and to, like, you know, really prove their skill, we're making top 4 best of 3. So all of these games are being played best of 3, which means next week, on next week's stream, on the top semi-final highlights, we're only going to be watching like probably 2 or 3, like 2 matches, maybe 3 at most. And they will be like 40-50 minute like watches, because it's going to be best of 3. Like, at best, we watch 3 2-0s. At worst, we watch a pair of 2-1s. Like, that's what we're talking about here. But yeah, there's going to be some interesting ones to look at. The second change is that top 4 is being played with 9 players, not 10. Just so we can't have any draws. Also, I've made it so that players can't request matchups anymore. The way top 4 works is that the captains will submit the 9 names that they want to play that week, and I would shuffle them up and distribute them randomly. So, you know, the list that Philip gave me and this that Ootman gave me, that's not the order. This is not the order they gave me in. So just to really add to like, you know, the true test of skill being put down here. But yeah. So let's looking at the Owl and TDS roster. We've got Autismus versus Ryutasama, BBXC versus TDH Philip. That's going to be a fun one to watch. I'll put a mark on that just in case. But Philip will probably stream that. So, Swag Messiah versus Gnarly Kitty, Shinobu Kocho versus Cardfight Prime, Peter versus Anna. This one's another hot game to watch. Like, I think Peter's got a pretty high win rate, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's 6'2". Anna, I think, is X1. Where's Anna? Yeah, 5'1". So both of these players, you know, like star players for their team, both very, very good as well. That's one to keep an eye on also. BJ versus Trezef. Kenzio and Berry, again, two hotshot players, MVPs of their teams. That's going to be a good one. Entaro versus Bellfizer, and X-Ray Man versus Roman Cardfight. Then, Spreadsheet Seekers versus Dino Bozos. We've got Wolfrun versus Zephyrtail. Flash versus Works in Progress. Mines versus Tripe. American Football versus Akuza Nero. Nuno versus Adrian Barber. Ooh, I think Adrian Barber's also doing pretty well, isn't he? Yeah. Adrian Barber's 7-1, bro. That's where's Nuno? I think Nuno hasn't played that much. Where is, yeah. So Nuno's 6'3" as well. Like, played all 3 weeks. Crazy. This might be one to watch, if we can get a recording of that. Famous Living Dead versus Rougeman. Demios versus TSL Cobra. Find versus Adrian Bailey. And Michael versus Nicholas Hu. So, definitely this side is the one to keep an eye on. Especially because at the end of week 9, the Owl Coop are still undefeated, which is insane. So who knows, you know, Top Deck Sidekicks, they lock the fuck in for tooth and nail, just beating out Forge Freaks to make the top 4 slot. So who knows, maybe they can do the unthinkable and take down the Owl Coop. It would be absolutely insane as well, like for Owl Coop to have gone XO, perfect season, and then get knocked out of top 4 by TDS, you know, the underdog maker. That's going to be crazy to see. And especially these guys, like, both these teams were fairly... Like, they were fairly safe in contention for their top 4. So I think they're just fighting for whoever's, like, you know, gets to go into the finals. Like, whoever faces whoever it is that wins here. And, honestly, like, I could not say, like, it really is anyone's game. I will tell you that Michael and the Seekers, they have also been locking the hell in. Like, those guys have gone... Those guys are going hard in their team prep, so definitely they might be a scary opponent. But yeah. It's been a fun few weeks. Shout out to Luhan for winning. Also shout out like 3 different Phantom Blasters being played this week. Very cool as well. So with the end of that, obviously the data's not complete because we didn't track good data in that regard, but we also now have some stats! Some stats! So, in fact, you know what? Watch me send this to Fuzzy Paradox live. At the end of round 9, top 4 to come. But yeah, a lot of cool stats. So we have the Greya, the best deck. Confirmed, the Greya best deck. Omina Gruzio and Rosa Visor as well, somehow. winning both times they made an appearance. You know, we'll look over these 1-0s, these one-hit wonders. So now let's look at the real decks. So Morphonica with a full top of the win rate with Yotsuba. Yotsuba somehow also like making the rounds. Like, I know that it's the best Quince deck, but never thought it'd be the best deck. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy. And now we get to the real number. Shiranui, by far and away, the most, well, not by far and away, but the most played deck of this league with 71. 73% win rate. Now again, this tournament happened over, I want to say 3 different metas, but it was more realistically 2.5 different metas. Like, we had 2 and a bit weeks of set 2 before Festival came out, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, 73 win rate in Shiranui is pretty insane. Prison, 69% win rate, nice! 13 games played. Jiva, doing really well as well. Like, I think, for Jiva specifically, the people playing Jiva this tournament were all, like, hardcore Jiva stans. So they obviously like represented their deck really, really well. Cope Francis! Shout out to Cope Francis! Only 3 games played, but you know, 2-1. I also saw Solryren barely miss out on top 4 at Vanguard Day today. Like, that deck's actually not awful. It's not amazing, but it's not awful. Like, I think I just want to say that we should stop calling it Cope Francis, because that deck is not Cope. That deck is a real deck. Like, it's not great, but it's a real deck. I think people should stop, like, dismissing it as a meme. I respect it. I respect Solryren. You heard it here first. Kyrie, again, are like a very sleeper deck. Very, very strong. Probably, arguably the strongest Lyrical Monasterio deck. Just underrepresented. No, you're not going to play it. Luard, the next most played deck in the league, just behind closely behind Shiranui. Also with a 61% win rate. I do think that the ban list that came into effect towards the end of the season, like, Luard was hurt by the ban list more than Shiranui was, which I think is probably contributes to why like the win rate is a little bit lower. But again, I think it's still a very dominant deck. Luard is still strong, not insane, but still strong. Another Stride deck, Chronojet there as well. Ooh, I don't want to move anything. Chronojet there, 11 out of 19 games, pretty strong as well. Zorga, also a popular deck, 34 to 25. I'm not sure what happened here. I think it's because Zorga, like, compared to the Stride decks of Luard and Shiranui, Zorga's a little bit more combo or piece reliant. Like, you know, you need to see the right orders, you need to see Shadow Cloak, you need to see RPD, you need to see Philanderer. Whereas Luard and Shiranui just has like such strong natural draw and filtering for those pieces. Like, Zorga can't afford to run Cyclers, for example. But Shiranui and Luard both can, so because Zorga needs the space for like its orders and other stuff. I think that definitely like hinders it a little bit. I think the games that Zorga wins does feel like very decisive. Like, you either straight up lose or you straight up win. Whereas Shiranui and Luard, like, they'll sometimes win games they don't deserve to win, if that makes sense. Ava, I think, is a lot like Zorga in that respect. Like, you know, it's very strong, especially with the promo. Like, everyone being able to proxy Immigra really, really helped. And, you know, it helps that Ava's a very fun deck as well. It feels very... Like, Ava feels like it rewards skill a lot. Like, in terms of, like, you know, how you organize your pieces, how you organize your columns, like, what cards you search for, how you select for things. So I definitely respect Ava, and I think the win rate of Ava is so low because we had a lot of sack, like, you know, a lot of OTs come out, a lot of, like, bricks, which is really, really unfortunate. But I do think Ava's real. Vanel, people are saying, is one of the best decks in the game, especially after the Lyrical set. I'm personally still not quite convinced. My money is on Kyoka and Kairi more than anything else. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but you know, for now it's I don't know, bro. For now it's I don't know. Mygo also very popular, no surprise. It's one of the cheapest decks in the game right now. Still very effective. Even at the end of week 9, we had Mygo being played a little bit as well. Like, and obviously, some of these games came down to like sack, some of them came down to bricking, but Mygo beating Hazoret, losing to Ava, Mygo Mirror as well, worth shouting out. Like, even after we're well into festival legal territory, Mygo is still seeing play, which I think is really, really cool. So, shout out to that deck. What else have we got? Messiah, no surprise there. Hyped up to use like some crazy deck, especially with Festival Booster, which, like, the more I play the deck and the more I play against the deck, I don't think Valtros is that good. Straight up, like, I don't regret buying 4 FFRs, but I think it's definitely safer that suddenly glues the deck together more than anything else. Like, Messiah is really, really good, but I don't think it's like... I don't think Messiah is the best deck ever. Like, I love it, don't get me wrong. It's one of the few Vanguard decks I have and will continue to max rare. I also love playing it, but I also acknowledge that it still has its problems and weaknesses. But yeah, Safehead is fucking crazy, dude. Like, what also boggles my mind is that my other favorite brand deck, which is Vanguard, which I also have in max rare, all the lists I'm seeing coming out of Japan aren't playing 4 Safer. They'll play like 1 or 2, but they'll continue to max out on like Valtrossa, which I think... I just don't know if... I don't know if Vanguard needs Valtrossa. I would kind of rather play... what's his name? I would rather play Secondal, because he recycles orders just like Valtrossa, and he Soul Blasts rather than Counter Blast. And he's a booster, which you don't have enough of in the deck. So yeah, I will... Once my last FFR Safehead arrives, I will put a little bit of time into cooking Vanguard, and that as for, the so long promised deck profile will come update. So yeah, Direful Dolls as well. Actually, how do I... Let me make a copy of this, because I want to sort decks by how many games were played with them. Let's zoom in all the way. Alright, and then I would like to sort Z to A. Oh, don't do that! Was there like some... How do I make it so that this... Because it's sorted by this, not this. How do I... Oh. Gwen, you're still in the chat, right? Tell me how I sort by games played. I really want to know this. I really want to see, like, total plays of decks, as well as their win rates. I think it's really interesting. Like, the raw data's here, I know that much. Do I have to, like, select and then rearrange? Okay. No? That did not work. Oh, why doesn't that work? Freeze first row? No, it's not about that. It's like, it's sorted by this before it's sorted by that. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Prism, 10 games as well. Pretty cool. Shout out to Z Winter with Eugene X crossover dress. Sort from high to low. I just tried that. Didn't work. We'll figure it out. Alright, so now we get to the frauds. So we've got Astra, primarily carried by Berry. Let's have a look at Berry's individual... No, Megatrix, sorry. Megatrix played like... Yeah, Megatrix went 2-2 overall. So he was... Megatrix was what, 5-3 on Astraea? So everyone else on Astraea went 3-6. Quite a few games of Bastion. I don't know what happened there. I still think Bastion's a pretty strong deck. Like, I still rate Bastion quite well. Like, it's pretty good into Shunui as well. I think it just, like, lost to everything else. Wellstra with 36 plays. I think this is rough. Like, a lot of the people playing Wellstra are what I would consider, like, I consider to be fairly good players. But they were also playing into other people who I also consider fairly good players. Also playing really, really good decks. And, like, as good as Wellstra is, like, you know, like I said, I won Vanguard Day with it today. I think Wellstra is the... How do I describe this? It's the worst, best deck. Like, it's really good into anything that's not a real deck, if that makes sense. And again, like, if you look at my Vanguard Day performance, I had a bye round 1. I beat Messiah, which is a good deck. It's a real deck. But they bricked. I beat Youthberg, because I don't think that's a real deck. And I beat Raziel, because they bricked. So, like, I don't know if it's, like, super fair, if that makes sense. Wellstra is the Mountain Dew of the meta. True, you know what? It's really weird, but without being able to put my hand on it, that is exactly right. Like, you've described it perfectly. Oh, God. How did Youth do? Youthberg. 18 games played, only 7 of them were wins. Oh. Oh, shit, you did it! Let's go! Thank you! Alright, so let's quickly look at win rates again real quick before we move over. So, yeah, Raziel, though. Supposedly one of the other best decks of the game. 32 losses. I think, again, like, from what I've noticed, Raziel is one of those decks that it doesn't, like, decisively win games. Like, Raziel, I think, like, you know, even the non-set festival set order builds, I would call hostage, because Raziel as a deck just holds you hostage. Like, at no point can you just be like, okay, I think I can win here, or okay, I'm just gonna give up. Because, like, the lead that Raziel builds is never so dominating that the game is over. It's always like, you're just constantly nickel and dime each other for like 3 or 4 turns, just waiting for someone's triggers to just, like, you know, hit wrong. And that's, like, the best way I can describe Raziel is that Raziel's like Jund. Like, Jund is a good deck. And I mean, like, classic modern Jund. But, like, modern Jund, classic modern Jund would just, like, it would just play good cards and do good things. And it would never do anything inherently unfair. And I think that's the problem with Raziel. It never does anything inherently unfair. And because of that, it's only ever a great deck, not an amazing deck. And so, it doesn't win games it doesn't deserve to win. But because other decks have so much bullshit going on, other decks will lose games, or other decks will beat Raziel in games that Raziel did deserve to win, if that makes sense. So you're kind of like losing both coin flips, as it were. Varga is the other fraud deck I wanted to point out, you know. Like, by like week 3, week 4, Varga was like down at the bottom of the table. And there's like been a meme in the VPL where it's like, oh, you know, yes, another Varga loss, or no, Varga finally won a game! Bah! So that was quite funny. But yeah, like, I also have Varga built. It's just a deck that I'm gonna have for when I, like, you know, want to turn my brain off. But yeah, like, again, just like with Welstra, Vanguard just feels like another gatekeep deck. Like, it doesn't do enough against the big decks, but it does a little bit too much against the other decks. Blangmire, you know, I personally respect Blangmire, but a lot of people I know do not respect that deck. Like, one of my best friends, a guy called Dominic. Some of you may know him. He is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best Shadow Paladin players in the UK. He's not very, like, prominent in the community, but Dominic is a player that I respect a lot. He has max rarity Keta of all decks. He has Shadow Paladin, whatever. He's really good at the game, constantly, you know, tops locals. Dom has said that he could lose to Blangmire 10 times in a row, and he still would not think it's a good deck. And I kind of see what he means in that I don't think Blangmire ever wins games because the Blangmire player won their game. I think the Blangmire wins games because the opponent loses in various ways. The difference between me and Dom is that I still respect it for that, but it's definitely not like, you know, like if someone told me like, oh, I'm forcing you to take Blangmire to a BCS, I would not feel good about myself at all, even with practice. Any other decks to highlight as frauds? I don't think so. 18 Youthberg plays, 22 Leonorn plays. Like, these I think are fine, because they're like comfort picks, and I definitely respect people playing their comfort picks. Like, I think Leonorn and Youthberg definitely have been outpaced in the meta. But Youthberg does unfair things. That's why it can randomly win games, so that's pretty cool. I'm surprised that Valena also has a higher win rate. I think Valena is one of those ones where, kind of like Blangmire, I think Valena and Blangmire are very, very good at catching people out and taking advantage of, you know, being caught out and winning off of the back of that. So I'm surprised that it's only got 8 wins, which is pretty low. Like, the deck struggles a lot against a lot of the current meta. Like, it struggles into Welstra because removal is tough. It struggles into Luwad, it struggles into Shiranui because, you know, they just outgrind you and outscale you. And Dreamblade only does so much against crest scaling. But I feel like Valena has enough, like, inherent pressure and speed that that shouldn't have been a problem. One thing I can say for sure is that with how the game currently is, I think there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of energy usage and not a lot of energy generation. Like, the only thing that mass energy charges that I can think of off the top of my head is Welstra Laser. I think the moment Valena gets a card that gives him, like, energy charge 3, that deck becomes insane. I firmly believe that, like, energy charge 3 and or counter charge and or draw a card. Oh yeah, Chris Rain, right, my bad. But that's the thing, like, you know, Chris Rain also, like, is a whatever deck. It's just like one of those ones where, and Chris Rain doesn't even use all of his energy, like, effectively either. I feel like once these energy hungry decks like Veleno and El Quelbra, Welstra, what else is energy hungry? Dolls, Zorga, like, once these decks get a reliable energy pack, like, engine, I think they'll become a lot stronger, because then, yeah, you can dedicate more slots to, like, actual good cards. Rather than having to, like, fill your deck with a critical mass of good cards, you can then start filling your deck with more, like, silver bullets to win games in other scenarios. Any other frauds? Doesn't look like it. Alright. So, no one played Lestial, no one played Archite, surprisingly. I guess everyone's waiting for set 3. No Asta, makes me sad. No Babs, no Clarissa, no Christianos. Is that Gryandra? What is... Draconect is Gryandra, right? Did I have it listed under something else? No, okay. So just no one played Gryandra. Huh. Huh. I've also never seen this deck being played. I'm told it's a fun deck. I don't know who told me it's a fun deck, but someone told me it's a fun deck. And I just have never, ever seen it in real life. That's a shame. Favnil, Felty Rosa, Flagberg, Fortia, Bruce. I mean, neither Bruce has been played. That's beside the point. What is Lifa? Oh, Lilfa, right. The boosting thing. Lorenero, Lucia, Maelstrom, Maha, Majesty, Mediel, Mythiart, I think of all of these, the ones that I'm not... Siana and Silhouette having 0 reps really surprises me. In fact, I feel like I'm going to call out Siana as a fraud because this deck had so much hype for it, like so much hype, and then now it just doesn't exist. It just straight up does not exist. Like, what happened, bro? What happened? All right, so now let's look at by total plays. So obviously we only had like 140 something games out of 150 played. Like we missed a few pairings. But let's round it up to 150 for the sake of it, right? Shiranui had 71 out of 100. That's that's what, 40%? What's the maths? 71 divided by 150 is... Shiranui had a 47% play rate in VPL. It's fucking crazy. 47% representation. In fact, let's see. 10% is 15, so okay. Any deck that had less than 15 plays. Why does that add up to 244? That should not add up to... Oh no, right. Because the whole thing adds up to 300. Okay, so let's... This should add up to like 140 something. This adds up to 880. How does that add up to 880? That would imply 440 games were played. Wait, huh? Something's wrong somewhere. How does this sum up to 880? How does that add up to 880? Huh? Huh? Mirrors, yeah, no, like... But the point is that we have, look. The point is that between this... How many results? $400? Wait, really? Is my maths wrong? How many games are played each week? Wait. I think my maths is wrong. No, right. No, that... Yeah, no, because mirrors increase the count of weeks. That shouldn't matter. Hang on. 2, 3, 4. Right, no. Yeah, no, it should be... Okay. Sorry. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. There are 50 games a week. Right. 50 games a week times 9 is 450 games being played in a week. So it's not 47%. It is not 47%. My apologies. So this adding up to 880, which is just a little bit short of 900, means that we are missing 10 results. So we're missing 10 results. Okay. So Shiranui was actually 71 out of 880. which is 8%. So 8% of games played in VPL had a Shiranui in them. Which is a lot more reasonable. A lot more reasonable. So yeah, 8% Shiranui, 8% Luard, like 7.9% Ava. Okay, these stats, like, for some reason I thought there were only 150 games, but like, no, it's 150 pairings. Anyway. But yeah, this is, like, 8% play rate into 70% win rate is still pretty incredible. Like, this is what I think, like, is good about this data, right? Even though we didn't keep an in-depth track of all of the stuff. That's 450 games of data we have. Like, show me a more robust dataset in all of Vanguard. And yeah, by the time we run next year's season, there will probably be even more decks to be different. And hopefully, by the time we run next year's season, there won't be a clear tier 1 deck like Shiranui. Hopefully. Right, I've been yapping for an hour. Let's watch some games. Let's start with Dexcavating Crow. I need to uncrop this. And I need to hard crop that. Hello, Demios. You've joined us just in time to watch some games. This needs to be flipped. And then rotated. There we go! Would you like to join my war on heal triggers? Considering that I won Vanguard Day because of them, no, I would not.
Alright, dice roll real quick.
Alright, I'm gonna turn down my BGM a little bit. It's...
I got a 9.
I got a 4. 5, technically.
Alright, I'll go first.
Alright.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, same for you. Final week of this.
Kinda alright.
Damn.
5.
You had to say it. Final week. Man.
Put one back.
Oh. Same, actually. 1 back.
God, it's so warm.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
2, 1, 3.
Alright, same for you. Let's make it quicker. Alright. Ready when you are. Alright.
Yep. Ready, go.
Ooh, good. Burke.
Haven't played the boy in a minute, so had to bring him out one time for the one time.
I'm gonna discard this full art order.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
So Blang versus Youth.
Charge 3. Well, we'll charge 3 soon. We'll discard. Break 1.
Oh, he's Coronel in turn 1. What a good player.
So we'll search the one that is Zest.
Nope.
Yep. Let's go solo. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2. Okay, and then draw.
And then check blue OT.
You went first, sadly.
Yeah. Thank God. No guard.
Yeah.
I'll no guard that one.
Same two.
Not quite.
Damage check.
Interesting he's using the Festival Sanctitude.
Draw. Right. 3. Go to soul.
It's 2, pretty good.
Deck. Yeah, draw a card. Okay. Call until turn 3. Yep, I'll do 18.
Alright.
Check. Crit. All effect.
Ooh.
Damage 1. Crit. Damage 2. Biscotti.
Oh, I can't see his damage. It's not on the screen.
We will just charge 3. Scrub Biscotti. Right. We will Injury Blast 3 first to draw from Biscotti.
Interesting.
3 energy.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
then afterwards, what was the last one? Top 3. 1, 2, 3. Called a grade 2. Grade 2 skill, so last one. Search. Putting 10%.
Boy.
1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2.
3, 2. Then we will call Cat.
Whoop.
Cat skill, put back my route line. Goes here. Top 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Flying
So
Carino.
this is fine though. We'll call
Juana?
depending on what I want to put PG at.
Ooh, okay. PGs are pretty good against blanks, so I don't know about calling that.
1, 2, 3.
1, 3, 2.
2. And we will call the PG. Yeah, we'll just play behind Vanguard, it was fun. Alright, we'll attack Vanguard.
No guard.
Alright, try check. Crit, crit, power.
Solid.
First check, no trigger. Second check, crit trigger, all effects Vanguard.
This will be 28 Vanguard.
Oh, 15.
Alright. Let's start with you.
Alright, stand and draw.
I think the main question is, will Blangmaya be able to Persona Ride and Divine Skill, or will Youth just full blast them first?
Skill. 1, 2, 3. 2.
Oh, hits 2 again. Good. Loses a Moog though.
The whole draw. 2, 3.
2, 1, 3.
I do wish we could see Crow's damage though.
Ball. Valkyria. Valkyria will attack the rear guard.
Ooh. Does that have to attack a Vanguard to use its effect?
Sure, that's fine.
Where are my Valkyrias?
Skill. 2, 3.
Oh, it has to attack a greater unit. Okay.
This.
These two get bound.
Yep.
So these two. I'm just gonna put it face down and you. Here.
And then I will use skill to stand her. And draw a card for doing the skill.
We will sank it to dropping a gust.
Alright,
Whoop,
first check.
okay.
G, second check. Colossus.
PG is good into full blast.
Poke for 10.
And we will
Give a 5.
for
Ooh, drops a trigger.
Alright.
stand
Still turn.
charge 3. We'll discard.
got 2.
A heal.
I would have considered taking one of these attacks.
Riding this.
Just so you have the counter blast.
One.
Extra counter blast, like add back the Sequana.
We'll add back
Not
the
Sequana.
grade 2.
The Fergosa. Because I can't see his damage, but I think Crow's on 2 here. So one was used on Ride Line. I think the other one has to be used on Full Blast. It's not that it Youth Bug doesn't need a lot of damage. It doesn't need a lot of counter blast. But I think giving yourself that option of also healing would also been huge. Because now even if he checks a trigger, he can't heal if he hits one.
And call it. Use this skill. One place from deck. Search my deck. Add a robo form. We will add the Full Blast.
Boy. Why is that not FFR?
Because I downgraded this deck. Razio is my new best friend. What's so funny is that the time I actually downgrade this deck and then the Festival Collection stuff come out is the time I start playing this deck more often. Which is funny.
It's pretty funny. 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
Discarding the Sequana's kind of rough though, unless he has another one.
This comes to hand.
Or he just goes with only 3 drives instead of 4.
Tempest. Still lacking 1, but we're fine though because we have the grade 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's think out this. We will search deck first.
Make
Just
sure
see what we
there's
have.
one to put in.
Nothing there. Okay.
Go 2, 1, 3.
2, 1, 3. I'm gonna choose to add 1 from the drop zone. Goes to soul.
Now he has
And
all
then
3
we'll
colors.
1. It's not a roll form. Draw. We'll call the Sequana. Move this up.
Okay, he had the second Sequana. That's good.
Then we will go.
So we have
3 to your Vanguard.
Full Blast.
2, 3.
Very nice.
Next packs are gonna be pretty big. I'm gonna no guard this one.
Oh,
Alright, try check 1. Crit.
nice.
Vanguard, card to Rigard. Try check 2. Full Blast.
Okay.
Deck, triggers.
Defensives?
No triggers. Oops.
No defensives. That's rough.
Alright.
We might be about to be full
Full
blasted.
Blast. Sequana. CP1. Bot deck the.
Booster?
The Interceptor.
Oh, okay.
Big girl.
Alrighty. This gets plus 15k, so this is at 30. This is at 23, 33. And Vanguard is swinging for 28 with Twin Drive.
And a crit. So there's the... Oh, save the PG.
Guardian Circle.
Alright. Gotcha. Try check 1, Full Blast. Try check 2, Sequana.
That's 2 well blanks. Okay, this is guardable.
We will swing for 30.
30k. I don't like these numbers.
I know, right?
Doesn't have a front.
PG.
Oh, has the Sanctitude.
And 33.
And this one he has the PG again. Yep. Oh, brutal.
PG.
He's just burned a load of cards just to survive.
You, my friend.
5 to 2.
And draw.
If we can see Zamoog, we might be able to see game hit. Persona Ray comes down.
I'll go to Energy Blast 7. Forget. Or draw a card.
Gotcha.
Alright,
How many cards in hand, by the way?
4 currently.
Gotcha.
Well, 5 with that. Soul Charge.
Add the Zamoog.
Guy out. Heal. Energy Blast 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. You're going in there.
Oh, right.
Shuffle. I'm gonna draw 2.
Okay.
He's also got plus 5k. No order. Oh, 1, 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna do 3, 1, 2.
Okay, and then draw.
So do we have the second Zamoog?
Well, draw. Oh, big boy. 2 for her.
Pressing. It's a start.
Here. Give this guy a boost.
Zamoog is Energy Blast 2.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2.
Alright, 3, 2.
Energy Blast 3. Oh, so he can't even go for lethal. Ah,
Alright,
that's rough.
you guys get bigger.
Yep.
Alright, heal. And put the other Colossus
Alright. So 33?
35.
35. Yeah. That's cool.
No extra energy. This is suddenly not threatening at all.
28.
Of course, we know that Youthbuck hand is like often fake hand. Like we know there's at least 2 full blasts in there, but
Skill.
I think there's a world you just take the Vanguard, right, and just hope he doesn't double crit.
These 4.
Yep.
I am gonna draw the card. I am gonna activate the skill, the divine skill to give him a crit.
Alright.
I'll reset
Find
her,
the
give her
Coroner.
phase. This is 2, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 25.
Oh, that needs to get down face out. Window break, you said.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, no guarding. I like it.
Twin drive. First check. Second check front.
No crits.
Get 10k.
So only 2 damage.
Got you. Alright, 2 damage.
Defensive.
Crit. Power Vanguard.
1.
Crit.
Oh shit, there's the second. Crazy.
Man, I got the bounce skill. What do you mean?
You're a rude dude. Fine. Skill. I'm gonna soul card from the drop another grade 3 again. So she'll go up 15 more K.
Yep.
So she
It's
is
50, 60?
50.
And how big is the other line?
Let's see. So 10, 20, 35, 43.
3.
Probably just take one of these and try and guard the last one.
Thinking.
Especially since this is the bigger one. I don't know why he didn't tackle the small one first. It's not like he has energy to get the crit on the Zamoog.
And you say it one more time. What's our number?
50k.
Okay. So this is 30. Well,
You're 33,
yeah.
28.
53.
Yeah, this blocks it here.
Yeah. And then boop.
It's just 1 damage? Oh, he guards it anyway. Okay.
End of turn. Discard this or retire this. You have to discard a ride.
Alright.
That's the brutal part. Don't know if... Does he have Persona?
We will charge 3.
He does not have Persona!
I know that
We
line.
will.
It's from Buddy Fight.
I know, right? So we will swing into the Vanguard for 1 drop for 13.
Damn!
PG.
Did not have the Persona.
Alright, PG.
Yeah.
Guys, turn over to you.
Alright.
That's pass.
And
I mean, you're on 4.
good topic. Activate this persona ride.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, you have to guard the Zamoog, which has a crit. But then you still have 3 other attacks to survive, which is asking for quite a bit.
Cards in hand right now.
5. Yep.
Valcratia's gonna be huge.
Awkward. Still blessed. Out the grade 3.
Yeah, so... You definitely take the Valcratia, because that's 1 damage, go to 5, and hope for defensives. And then try and make everything else guardable, because he's also going to try and go Valcratia first, and then Vanguard, restand the Valcratia, and then the Zamoog for lethal. Is what I'm expecting. Oh, never mind, 2 Zamoogs. Do we have energy?
3.
Oh no, we're short by 1 energy. And I don't think Blankmar plays any other energy charge.
One, two, three.
Okay. 2, 1, 3.
2, 3. Draw. Oh, this crit trigger.
Oh! Doesn't even... Okay, so yeah. We will take the Valcratia over the Zamoog because it's got better numbers.
Skill.
14, 24, 39.
This is 10, 20, 35, 39.
Alright, take it. Full blast.
Yep. So go to 5. Didn't hit a defensive, which is a bit lame. Plus 2k doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
5.
Yep.
Yep.
You get... Oh, he gets 4.
I will draw. Counterblast this stand turn, she'll get 15k.
Okay.
You divine skilled last time.
Great.
Check 2 blanks. So we're
Yep, you got it.
all right. 6 damage was not a heal. Yeah, not having the reride was
Nice,
brutal.
right there.
All right, so that was Excavate with Dying Mire, taking out Crow with Youth Buck. What have we got? What else have we got next?
It's been sitting there for a month. I'm not even sure if it's good still or not.
Well, mine was thankfully just only in my trunk.
Have to reset
Because
both of these.
I'm in the Georgia area,
Oh.
so basically every day is a new random number generator of whether or not it's going to be hot or cold or raining.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to shrink these again, which is
Alrighty. Do you want to do high roll, even odd? What do you want to do?
High roll.
Sure. 2 dice, 3 dice, 4 dice.
it's fine. They're still setting up.
Oh, you were at the Kingslayer Cards event as well.
Yeah.
I was also there.
Oh, okay.
I played Ava day 1 and Night Rose day 2. I rolled a 5.
Okay, let's see if I can beat a 5 or not. I beat a 5. Okay. Do you have a G zone?
No, do you have a G zone?
Yes. I'll go second.
Sounds good.
And then let me do the 1, 2, 3.
Oh shoot, my apologies. Oh,
You're good.
1, 2, 3.
1,
Chaotic. I mean, it's not as bad as Toyo's. At least we can see the whole board. It could be worse. This is, I believe, I should have renamed the file. I'm stupid. 210808 2106. So
We're back.
results submitted on the 8th of the 8th.
This
This was Hajimari, also known as Alex Arda, on the left, and Cardfighter 159, whose name eludes me as of right now.
I wonder what flavor of Stride deck you got for me.
I wonder.
It's the Night Rose Stride deck, obviously. You're playing with proxies.
Of course.
1, 2,
With- 3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2.
And then 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, 2 as well.
Is that 3, 1, 2?
Alright, ready?
Come up.
Stand up.
Yep.
It
Vanguard.
is
Full bow.
Messiah versus
Messiah or whatever the heck this.
some flavor of Ketapile.
I'm gonna go ahead and pitch Spiral Cutie Angel to ride, activating Spiral Cutie Angels to Soul Blast out full blow, and to draw me 1 card. Turns yours.
Spiral Cutie Angel doesn't tell us anything. Neither does the Alden Grade 1.
Ditch the Energy Cycler.
Oh,
Ride,
draw 3 cards!
Mine 2 Crass. Energy Charge 3, but Energy Blast 3. Draw 3 cards because Bushiroad said this was with gold.
Why is that okay? Why is that okay?
One still on it. Yeah. Okay. What else is next is call this skill, since we're on the same grade. I energy charge 1, this thing gets +2.
Sure.
Let's see.
Probably would have been better to put that behind Vanguard, in my opinion.
We're gonna do it again.
Okay! That one definitely should then go behind Vanguard.
Sacrifice here.
Oh, okay.
That's...
Grade 1.
Alright, that's, yeah. That is a Messiah
Of
line.
course. This is 10 to van.
No guard punish? Nope.
No defensive.
This
Sucks.
will be 8 to van.
Seeing the grade 2, that grade 2 means that we are now definitely on PBO.
Grade 2 second.
Defensive? There's the defensive.
This will be 18 to vanguard.
5k shield? Or do we take 30? There's the 5k shield.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Messiah Rush. Who would have thought?
Pitch. Cool. Go ahead and pitch Biscotti, gain 3 energy, lose 3 energy.
Yeah.
And then ride Blaster Dark. So I'm gonna draw for Biscotti first.
I mean, I like
For the
double Seyfert going second.
1, 2,
I just don't like them both in the front row. I like one in the back row behind Vanguard. Because then that's the one you'll use to free up space for the Awakening
no
to come out.
dice. But that's fine.
And yeah, like if you know, if there was a defensive on the first damage, the Vanguard wouldn't have connected. So
1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2. Blaster Arc's gonna go ahead and kill our friend. And then I'm gonna kill your Messiah in the back row to gain Twin Drive.
That's kind of cringe, bro.
You threw 3 grade 1s at me. I think I've allowed this.
and that's the other thing as well. Like, obviously, at the time he didn't know he was against PBO. He thought it was just against like generic Keta. But yeah, like, I think committing that sacrifice was also like a little bit unnecessary.
Okay.
I think just having Safer, Blank, Vanguard Safer, go 10 and then 18 would have been a bit safer.
Yep.
Like, if they retire one, they retire one Safer, it still works in the drop zone. You haven't lost anything, that's the argument.
5. I want to call another Blaster Dark.
Like, it worked out in the end because you burned 5k shield with that 8k boost, but was it worth it? Was it really worth it? Now you're going to have to drop the Valtrossa to recycle the sacrifice, when you'd rather be using Valtrossa to recycle
1, 2,
Arrestas.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Second
Now
boss that
it's gonna be
comes
23
down.
Twin Drive at the Vanguard.
No guard.
First check. Second check.
No Ren special.
Damage check critical. Power to Van.
Wow!
Dog resolve.
Yep.
Only 5k shield for the Blast the Dark column. I do like committing the Blast the Dark here though,
This is gonna be 23 at the Vanguard again.
because what it does allow...
You can just have a heal.
What it does allow him to do is that he doesn't need to call up the Blast Dark from Soul until he has to.
I'll get
Like, he can just like call over or intercept that Blast the Dark, the extra Blast the Dark, intercept it away, call it back out with the PBO. If he can't give it the drive with the grade 2, it gets locked and bound, and then he's fine.
EB3. Draw 1 whole card. Ooh. Okay.
Hitting a second cycle is pretty crazy
both of
as well.
those back. Call $20.
There's
$20
Valtrossa.
Yep.
I'll bot deck in energy cycle.
Cycle's a cycler, which is interesting.
And I'll CV1 check top 5.
Again, using this now, like, he's gonna call an Arrester,
Call something. Cool. Call an arrest.
which I think was greedy, because like, again, you're against PBO. They have retire. You're like, you called an Arrester just to lose it again. Feels kind of like not needed in a way.
You already did hit a defensive though.
Yeah, I would have seen it on the first damage like you would.
Bro, for mine it also didn't matter. What do you mean? Anyways, 1, 2, 3.
No,
But yeah, having like double save here is kind
what
of
am I saying? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
it's not ideal, and the fact that he's like used Panspermia both turns means that next turn he now can't do the double Mastoge line, which is Ditch Mastoge to ride, Energy Blast 3, add it back, and Ditch Mastoge to stride and add it back again.
You know what?
He can only do add back Mastoge once.
Hold this. Oh, energy charge 1.
Oh, jeez.
Hit plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, he has the third safe word.
Yeah, that's it.
Life must be good.
18 event.
This is what I'm saying. Seyfert is way better than Valtrossa. People have their priorities mixed up.
No trigger.
This will be 20 to van.
No guard.
Draw check.
Caliburn?
Uh,
I don't know if I like Caliburn more than Ladder in this deck.
I'm swinging at that Blaster Dark then.
Ladder gives you soul and protects your ship from being retired.
yeah, he's going bye-bye.
Alrighty.
But yeah, that worked out fine because like you want that Blast Dark to be, you know, quote unquote in rotation anyway.
She pitched Biscotti to boost the free energy to draw.
Mm-hmm.
I also like how like the trend of PBO moving away from playing PBDs now, just giving up on the crit in Soul for cross ride, and just committing to like having pieces to rush.
Call Claudna.
Okay.
Claudna's gonna swing 10 at.
Ooh, not 4 attacks, only
Okay,
3.
Quick question about that card. So, do I have to be on grade 3 in order for that to give the drive check ability to Blaster
Correct.
Dark?
Yes.
Correct.
I'll intercept then.
Sure. I'm gonna swing and then I'm gonna sack Claudna to call out the extra Blaster Dark. And then I'm gonna counterblast 1. I'm gonna sack the cat and I'm gonna retire Arrestor Messiah.
Huh. I feel like if he was gonna do that, he should have just boosted then?
Looking at the Vanguard.
You're gonna sack the cat for Blast the Dark?
How big is Blaster Dark? 25?
15. It
15?
only gets the plus
Oh.
10 if you're grade 3.
Okay. Vanguard.
Critical trigger,
Mhm.
the Vanguard, power to Blaster Dark. Second check is Emmeline.
Let's do damage. Energy Cycle critical, power to Van.
Defensive sucks, but not a big deal.
You can have a giant wall.
No, and pass turn.
So yeah, like the blast, having the second Blast Dark in rotation means that this one can get locked and bound, and he still has the one from Soul that he can sort of, you know, reliably like recycle.
3. I don't like this because I'm about to eat them anyways. Ditch Marsh Doge.
No safe and drop, yeah, crazy.
4, 5, including the card I just discarded for right neck.
Sounds good.
Alright, so draw.
But he does have energy, so he can now do the double play.
Skill with this.
Draw.
Draw 1. Skill with
Energy
this.
Blast 3.
Removes itself from the game. Energy Blast 3.
Add back the Master.
Adds it back to hand.
And then stride with it.
Now ditch it for stride.
Wow. Crazy.
For this. Now I have like 4 different chain links going on right now. See what I want to do here. We'll go. We'll draw 1 first.
Reasonable.
Then I will
Arrest.
Energy Blast 3. Remove.
Okay,
this to
not
add it
using
back to
Awakening.
my hand.
Yep.
Then I'll go Awakening to call itself and Soul Charge. Soul Charge to the Energy Cycler. And then Stride Skill to walk this and walk your Blaster Dark.
Does he have more arresters? Or are we gonna see Master call to rear?
I don't know. Yes. I'll activate Pot of Greed.
Yeah,
What
seems
Pot
good.
of Greed does is allow me to draw 2 whole cards from my deck. Crazy.
Whoa, crazy.
We'll go all Marsh Doge, sent him on grade 3.
Grade 4.
I mean
but
grade 4. I Soul Charge 1, Soul Charge OT.
yeah. Okay, that's
One less
balanced.
thing to worry about for me.
So we're only doing
Oh
4
God.
attacks.
And then another
There it
Blaster,
is.
And I think we'll just leave it
Seems fine.
here, honestly. Okay, we'll start. Actually, how many cards in hand?
9.
Yeah, just start with the arrester. Probably boost it though.
We'll start with
23, because it's going to be 20 on the restand. 30
We'll
if
just
you
go with
use
23 then.
30 if you use the Jet Amnesty.
Sure. This thing walks itself. What's up?
I said luck.
Games have been shown. Yours has already been shown, buddy. Sorry.
One walk 2.
We literally watched your game first.
10,
You got to blow up
and
Crow
let's
because he
go
didn't have
with
reride.
10. Do you need number for Van?
That's 33 right now.
38.
Plus G Crest 38.
PG.
Okay. First check front trigger.
Strong.
2, 3. Second check critical.
Strong.
It's over to Marsh Doge.
Yep.
This is up to a 4. Third check arrester. So this will be 53, 58 2 crit to Van.
Yep. Heal trigger goes.
Oh!
God. Power to Vanguard. I will.
Keeps him in the game for sure.
Check.
No defensive.
Okay. And
Then-
this is gonna be
30, 40.
15, 20, 30. This is 40 to Van.
40 to 23. It's tough, but not unguardable. Right?
Guard for 43.
Yo!
That's... This thing will walk.
Oh,
itself.
not seeing a
Turn,
front is
Your
brutal.
unit gets bound. My thing unlocks, and I will Soul Blast 2 to draw 2 cards.
Yep, yep.
And your go.
Draw.
Persona?
It is
Anything?
lucky day.
No persona.
Peter Brent. I want to leave it on top. I want to counterblast 1. And then
Bring up the
revive
Cleodna.
Clodna.
Okay.
It would be nice to see PBO win, but I think he's just way too far behind, bro. Like, triple trick, like, Messiah's just been checking triggers non-stop. He got the rush down. PBO has not seen Persona right. I don't see it happening as much as I want to as well. Emmeline?
Alright. We're gonna go and swing 10 at the Messiah.
Quick question. Do you have a Blaster Dark in your drop or soul?
I do.
He has one in Soul.
Yeah, you can have this.
Swing at Vanguard, I'm gonna sacrifice 2 to call out Blaster Dark from the soul. I'm gonna counterblast 1.
Sack duel.
Sack. I'm
Yep.
gonna kill the other Messiah in the back row.
Yep, I like that.
This is going to be
27.
27 at the Vanguard.
If Lad didn't have in time? Ah, yeah. I was saying, like, I think ladder's definitely correct, but yeah, if you didn't have the ladder, you don't have the ladder. That's unfortunate. Like, ladder would have stopped you from being deconstructed this turn, which would have been huge.
Go 43, 48, so over trigger to pass.
Okay.
First check, critical trigger, I'll fix the Blaster Dark.
Oh,
Check this
not quite.
Okay.
Blaster Dark's gonna swing in. I'm going to discard the Biscotti, activating the effect to Energy Blast 3
And back to Scotty.
to add it back to my hand.
Twin drive.
Okay.
48, Wind Drive, 2 critical.
Shouldn't it be 5k more? 10, 20, 33. Oh, yeah, 38. Yeah, that's right. I forgot the Blaster Dark also gains 5k.
How big again, sorry?
48.
Twin drive. There's a chance you could hit OT here.
Be 68.
So
and-
2.
I mean,
5k. There's another arrestor being guarded with. OT. Hit it, hit it, hit it.
First check on Montario.
Magnitude helps, but not enough. Whoa.
I'm gonna resolve Dog.
yep.
Get top 2.
So you probably throw Emmeline at the Marstooge here, right?
Okay.
Then this is going to be 20 at Marstooge.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
To stop him from being able to play the game. There's a chance? Question mark.
How many cards in hand right now?
6.
6 is not a lot. You know there's a Sanctitude, but not a lot else. Basically need to have order here. And the problem is that the only rear guard you have to lock for Alter Ego is the Safeguard, which you really want to be using to draw a card instead of... Like, locking the Emmeline doesn't do anything. So if you have the order in hand, I think order has to be used on making your Vanguard cost nothing. Unless you have order and sacrifice, in which case you can do whatever the hell you want, it doesn't matter. Oh, I see the order. I see a Marstooge. I don't know if I see sacrifice though.
Let's see here, I guess. Edge Prewood and Genesis for Shred.
Yep. So the order is
What is the
necessary.
wording on Prelude whenever it's pitched for stride cost?
So I can
Vanguard
choose.
or your heart.
Okay, sounds good.
So choosing Vanguard then, because you don't want to use the hard effect, because you don't want to lock the Safeguard.
Stride skill free. Then we'll go stride skill to walk and walk your grade 2.
Oh, okay, that's how he's done it.
Call the sacrifice. Call Marstooge, Soul Church 1, Soul Church and Arrestor. It gets plus 10. Then
There goes another Arrestor.
Marstooge, Soul Church, a PG. It gets plus 10.
Oh, so only 3 attacks.
And
That's pretty rough.
That's, I think, gonna be it, sadly. Okay. This is gonna be 23, 31. This is 41 to van.
It gets the 10k from you being a
Grade 4.
Grade 3. I mean, a grade 4.
Yes.
Yeah, 41. Vanguard will only be 48.
Yes.
And then the last column is going to be...
Guard with Biscotti. Counterblast 1.
It's only good. Last column's only going to be 51. Which may be guardable?
That's
I
33.
mean, you save Sanctuary for the Vanguard. That much is obvious.
Okay. You're down to 3 cards in hand.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Alrighty, walk, counter charge. No, it doesn't matter. Swing, skill, flip.
GPGs, basically.
Will unlock nothing.
Unlock. No, I feel like you unlock the sacrifice there just for 5k power to the other Master Doge.
Okay.
Sanctuary comes down as you expect. No crits. No crits.
Alter ego, critical.
Unfortunate.
Here.
So now we need to guard that.
Heal. I do not heal power.
That sucks as well. So that's what.
So this is gonna be
43.
53. This is 58 to man.
Yeah.
PG.
Oh, he had the PG. There's a chance. There's a
Unlock
chance.
Everything your stuff binds. I will soul blast 3, draw 3.
I don't know if the Soul Blast to draw was worth the extra power to kill though. Like, obviously he had the PG, so you can, like, there was no way of telling, but I feel like it just would have been worth it.
We're gonna call sack. Call from a sack to draw a card.
Did we see them drive the PG? I thought we only saw them drive the Elementaria.
We're gonna call
Okay. Question: does Quadna cost a CB to activate the skill, or no?
No, it is just entirely free.
Okay.
The only thing that costs a CB is Blaster Dark's counterblast.
Gotcha.
I'm going to
Because there was chance. That was OT. He could have had just OT. And if you didn't check the crit, he could have just healed out of it as well. Was an option.
And this is going to be 27 again, giving twin drive. I mean, sorry, giving drive checks to Blaster Dark.
Okay. And how big is Blaster Dark currently?
Blaster Dark is 25.
Doesn't have the counter blast to get +1 drive. He's gonna have to
here's 48.
discard what he checked
So,
here.
OT.
Nothing.
Heal trigger. Power is gonna go to.
Kinda useful.
Power's gonna go to sack. I'll heal 1.
Okay.
Blaster
Yeah, I
Dark
guess
is
you're
going
also right. Like, if you weren't gonna unlock the sacrifice,
3.
or like, because so he had to go sacrifice first because it's end of battle counter charge, and he wants the counter blast to flip 1 with the crest to give an extra 5k to like, for extra 5k to 2 things versus 2 triggers makes a difference.
How big is the other side right now?
23.
Okay. No guard.
Oh my god, it's the worst.
If he had seen that earlier, it would have been
Oh, it's
fine.
even worse.
Oh no! Oh
I
no!
guess swing into the Marstooge.
Which one do you want?
The one with the without the counter charger in front of it.
Okay.
Turn end.
Alright.
Jesus, this is
And
this ain't.
That
This
was
ain't-
indeed
Wait,
brutal.
Gee, that's the only way I win this game.
Yes.
Prey on defensive OT, maybe? Question mark.
Let's see. Is there a better way to do this? No, I just have to go for a guaranteed. Ditch alter ego.
I mean, I'm guessing 0 because you like kept going OT to pass rather than just straight up
This looks-
PGing.
Yep.
Stride skill. Walk this. We'll walk your back row. That's not a trigger.
I mean, like, with him not hitting Persona rides, I feel like you didn't need PGs ever. You just sit back and just, like, even, like, you could just even be greedy and, like, 2 to pass all of his attacks.
Like a copy of itself.
Because the game has clearly not been going great for him. And it's not like him hitting, like, draw crit, like, loses you the game either. You're only on 3 damage.
Press buff, yippee!
Like, he literally needs to see crit to even have a shot.
Vanguard. Emlyn.
Oh.
Underneath this... Let's see, how... this will be...
Yeah, I mean, you know he's got PG, Cup.
41 to van.
Like, his hand is PG Cup. Like, it's... OT? Heal? No, nothing. Yeah.
Oh, GG.
Yeah, there was... I think pretty much by turn 2, like, that game had been settled. PBO just needed to get back into the game, and they just could not do it. Alright, who have we got next? We've got Fori versus... that is Demios.
Even.
Okay.
It's another PBO game! Wow!
Right, I go first then.
Both PBOs on stream in 1 week. Amazing! It's almost... I did not plan this, by the way. They were just the games I happened to be around to watch. Man, I almost want to build and play PBO myself now. Almost. Almost.
Yep. There you go. This is always 1.
1, 2, 3.
No.
1, 2, 3.
1 to 3 as well. Let's see. It's 4 back.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up their game audio and leave you without commentary for a few minutes while I go grab another drink.
One, two, three.
Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Okay,
right.
ready when you are.
You're first.
Draw for turn. Let's developer. Get this one out.
Wow, I got back just in time for the game to start.
Oh god, I just realized I need to shuffle a lot. God damn it.
Honestly, just do a self-cut. I trust you.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Alright, let's...
You can also just self-cut.
I'll skip his turn 1 then, because he's going to be shuffling a lot while he resolves monster.
No monster. 1 monster.
It's a Condor.
Goes to hand and I'll shuffle again.
At least he didn't whiff. Quick pause, by the way. When was this game recorded? This game was recorded on the 8th. Which is a Thursday. So, literally the day before, the Wednesday, I was at Locals. And one of my friends, he was playing... He, built Ava on release, and then never touched it again. And then he only updated it, recently. He pulled it out of storage. He said, it's his first time playing the deck in almost a year. He updated the deck with promos, got up to date and everything. Played it at Locals. And it was just, he did okay. We were playing in the finals. But yeah, it was definitely rough. He goes, turn 1, play Monster Order, whiffs. And we're like, oh, it's unfortunate, it happens. We play again at Darksphere Locals yesterday on Saturday. I think again in the final, in the finals. And he goes, turn 1, Monster Order, whiff. Turn 2, Monster Order, whiff. And I'm just like, bro, you're is it me? Is it me that's cursing you? It also doesn't help that yesterday at Darksphere I was playing Drajeweled. And he goes, cool, make 2 Obskidads. And I go, cool, make 4 Revertis, kill Obskidad.
Ditch, Dual Nation, Ride, Draw.
4 Revertis is broken in Duel, by the way.
3. Paul,
This is
Fianola.
Stoichia, and Keta Dual Nation, right?
Yep.
I also came up with the most broken and cursed
Skill
edit
domain,
ever.
Gain 10k.
That only British people over the age of 25 will understand.
Brady Arc skill, top card of my deck. I'm gonna leave
No,
it
more
there.
though. British people over the age of like 27. I made an edit of Jules Holland. And if you're old enough to know who Jules Holland is,
Swing,
you are old, just like
8K,
me.
10k event.
Card.
60k event.
And the other one is a 5k base, right?
18k.
18k power.
It's 8k base plus 10 if it's empty. The other column is
Yeah,
empty.
sit on top. I'll take it then.
Crit van, power Fianola.
What a surprise! Defensive?
1, 2. Oh,
No defensive. Wow, that's bad. Obskidaad and Pip.
20.
That's very bad.
This like this, no, sure.
Oh.
Bruh.
What is it with PBO and turn 1 tri-lanes, bro? What is it with PBO and turn 1 tri-lanes?
These two get them in order.
Alright, well, hopefully this one doesn't whiff.
It's the on record curse again.
Sorry.
Or maybe not yet. Let's see. I'll activate the order. Reveal top 5.
Let's go gambling.
Not a monster.
Oh, he hit it!
That is not a monster. That is.
Oh!
That is not a monster. Let's
I
get
mean,
these two out.
hit PG, drop Immigrass, pretty fucking good, bro. You cannot. I feel like you cannot complain about that.
Alright.
The only thing wrong is not having a second Immigrass to pull out already, but you know, can't have all of them.
You know what? I think I have to leave the PG in the deck.
Huh?
Because I have to get this one to hand. Rip.
Huh?
That's unfortunate.
Does he? Don't you have the 3rd order to pull out Immigra out with later, buddy? Buddy?
Okay. I mean, sure. You gave me 3 damage, so I'm getting these out. Right. This is gonna help us later.
Is there a reason you don't dump the Immigra? I mean, you know you're against PBO, so you don't. There's no way you call the Immigra, right?
Yeah, we're gonna swing Vanguard. 10.
Read numbers are 20.
No, 10. I think no, you need to be on grade 3.
Yeah.
So this is just 10, 10, 10.
So no guard.
Front?
Up.
Nope. Defensive?
Brady Arc.
Okay, no defensive.
10 again.
Show us another no defensive.
Damage check. Draw trigger, power Vanguard 9.
Not that good, unfortunately.
10 to your we got the one that gets power when the column is empty.
I'll guard that one for 5.
Pass.
Is that 5? Oh yeah, 13.
Then a draw.
I was about to say, like, doesn't it lose the thing? Like, oh wait, no, he didn't hit a trigger. It's only 10.
It's
Rough.
Ride, top 7. I'm just gonna.
Whiff.
I will
Yeah.
do the luck just to. I'll add nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Call out Wingall Brave. Counter plus 1. Retire the Wingall Brave. Retire the Intercept in front of the Fianola.
She's 18k again. Wow.
This is back up to 18. Also need 20k at Van Twin Drive.
20k.
2 drives.
Mm.
Demios, what do you think about running the Alden Grade 1 ride line instead of any other Grade 1 ride line? I actually like that idea, because like, once you ride the Alden Grade 1 ride line, if you show off no other PBO pieces, your opponent might think you're on like Rezael or something. So they might damage deny you because they're afraid of Wisdom of the World. In which case, you won't have Counterblast to use PBO, Blast the Dark. In which case, you can use the Rezael ride line to fetch Fionulas or Selgon or Bradyark or whatever. I like what Alexander was cooking, honestly.
Mm.
Who is Saragon? True.
Yes, but she is on 18 again.
I mean, what other utility grade 1s do you play in PBO? There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something.
Mm.
Other than Bradyark. Right? Surely? Because, like, the Alden ride line also calls itself out of soul if you don't call anything. So, best case scenario,
15 and 10
you find, like, an actual useful grade 1. Worst case scenario, you have nothing to retire for Blast the Dark. Holy shit.
1 damage. 2 damage.
Was that crit front, or...?
First check, front trigger.
Okay.
Second
It wasn't double crit. It wasn't the Ren special.
check, crit, all X-Men.
Bruh.
A new promo, Attack of the Souls to Void Denial. I have not seen this card.
18, Van.
And the other one is 28,
28.
right?
Yeah.
So 18 means I need this one, 28.
During your turn, if your soul has Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark, gets 5k.
Huh.
End of the battle, they attacked or boosted. Goes to soul. Top 7 for any blaster. Bro, it adds Persona Ride! Wow! What a good card!
Oh boy.
That has famously been the biggest problem with PBO decks we've seen thus far.
Out in that case.
Yeah, Stoichaic Header is broken in this deck because you just reanimate, you can just keep reanimating, what's her name? Cleodna. And which is like the best card in the deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal a Emigra. Give power to Vanguard, obviously.
28, Van.
Okay.
It's so sad. Like Cleodna almost reads like a creator card. But this is like, it's balanced because you have to discard. It's not just a free twin drive. Imagine.
Well, what do we do now?
What do you do now?
Discard the Ever and right.
Wow, discard another pip.
6, and since I do not have a third order, I will counter +1 to look at top 2.
He does not have another order. That's why he needed to add the Immigra. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
I've been there.
So are we just gonna call Immigra, Insole, ride Pip, and keep and like just play the game? That's kinda yikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Immigrant thing. Goes to Soul.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do? Okay!
Hard as ever, get myself a blue order and shuffle.
Sure.
Blue Lab, find a body, counterblast 1, make a Combine Rusher, Secondal, recycle a Pip ready for next turn, and keep going? Question mark? Or do you Secondal first? I actually think there's an argument to Secondal first. I assume he has enough soul, but if he doesn't, that's beyond the point, but I think there's a second Immigrant in his drop zone, right? In which case you Secondal first, recycle the Pip, then play the Blue Lab to shuffle the Ava back in? No, yeah, and then like Soul Blast 3 to draw, because then that affects what you might find off the Blue Lab? Or do you just... I think you could also just Blue Lab first.
Playing Secondo. Yeah, over here is fine. I'll put.
Okay, so we are
here
yeah,
up
we are gonna
until
Secondo
plus
first.
3. And draw one. And then I'll play the blue lab.
Yeah.
Check top 5.
Just so we can get the Immigrant out.
Call a unit. Sure, why not?
Okay, second Immigrant is cool too. Would have been nice to have been an Obscurate. Especially the grade 2 Obscurate, but you know. Take what we can get.
Okay.
Where's the other Immigrant? I mean, if you were going to do that as well, I do think
Well, you-
the... Sorry, Secondal should have been here, so that one of the Immigrants could have boosted Vanguard for magic numbers.
2/6 energy. To get these out.
Actually, no, he's on grade 2. So actually, both of these should be in one column, so it's a magic 20. And then count up... Yeah, because like, this would have been 20. And then you'd have this in the back being an 8k. Combine Rusher attacks for 10. And then Obscurate comes out to become 23. Plus the 8 makes 31, which is also a good number. Like, not magic, but close to magic.
Really? So, hold up. These get 2. Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna counter blast and get one out.
Yep.
He doesn't gain any power since you're not on 3. That was so blast. One more time to these 3. Give my Vanguard +5.
I would rather give him the Immigrant 5.
And then
Because then it becomes 23, which is...
18 Vanguard.
Ooh! Ooh, I don't know about that, bro.
Vanguard will attack.
Calling over an Immigrant with an Obscurate. That's kind of rough. That's kind of rough.
How many cards do you have in hand? Not too
5.
much.
5 is not a lot.
In that case, we're gonna get him out.
I don't know, I think the crit could have been worth it. Because he's probably going to at least PG this, or take it. So then suddenly the crit Obscurate is like, not pushing lethal, but like, it's putting up
Okay.
pressure.
Yeah, she gains 5, and he gains 5, and essentially 10 since it's own skill. So this is
No guard the Vanguard.
23, 31. No guard. One Obscurate, one
Crit is good.
Mm,
Crit Van, power to the Obscurate.
Yeah, crit on the Vanguard and power to. This is 20 and this is 20, so it doesn't matter. I'll give power to the Obscurate.
Alright, first check. Crit.
Oh. Power to Bradyarch or power to Fionnuala?
Power to Fionnuala. Second check. Crit. Power to Brady.
Yeah, that's pretty good as well.
Interesting. What? 30 to your front row.
So Vanguard is 10 and the other two are
The two rears,
18s.
15 each.
So the rear survive, Vanguard takes
Damage on
1.
Vanguard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
You take the Vanguard and you got it rear guards. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yep.
Damage check. Nothing.
20.
Puts you on 5.
This is only 20, so it's one trigger gets there.
Your rear guard is 8.
Which is why the 5k I think would have been better onto there if you were going to do it. Because again, he was either PGing or no guarding your Vanguard, so the 5k from the order was definitely better onto the side columns.
That means you probably still have a 15. Let's see. I'm gonna swing 20 to your 18 rear guard, the one with against the power.
Oh!
Yeah.
He had the guard anyway, but like, yeah, it didn't matter what you swung.
And
but,
she
yeah.
rides back.
My Vanguard was 10k base.
Yeah, I know, but
He assumed you had a 15k
Shield.
shield,
Draw.
which you did. So you would have guarded it regardless.
Ride. Energy blast 7. Draw 1.
4 counterblast. Can we make Cleodna?
Cards in hand.
I have 6.
Seems like we can't make Cleodna.
The Obscurate is a 10k intercept, right?
Right.
Oh,
Call, heal, counterblast 1. Retire the Obscurate.
whoa. Yeah, no more grade 1 orders.
Plus okay here. Call PG.
Ooh, we're going for it.
All PG. Okay.
14k.
No Cleodna, so no drive on the Blasted Dark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna intercept that one.
Retire 2. 33k Van.
With 2 crit, right? No.
1 crit.
Doesn't have PBD in soul.
Plus
33.
15.
So how big are your regrets?
25 and 23.
25 and 23. So did 33. This puts us on even. And this is 2 to pass. I think that's all I can do. Yeah, sure, 2 to pass. If you break it again, you just deserve the W.
First check,
What?
nothing. Second check, nothing.
Ah, there's the Cleodna. A little too late.
Yup.
25 Van.
Doesn't
15.
drive.
23.
Doesn't drive.
20.
30,
2 obscure.
33, yep.
Alright, your turn.
I mean, you've willed down everything he has, but he does still have Immigras on the board. Just hit defensive OT, right? Surely?
Go here. Okay.
Like, there's no way he hits an Obscure off his blue lab, right?
Counterblast forever skill. Check top 3.
Find lab.
Yeah, one to hand, 2 to bottom.
No lab.
This one to soul and ride and get an order. And this also persona red this time, so I draw 1. And I play
There's
the
the
blue
lab.
check to 5.
Find Obscure. Ah, Secondal's good enough.
Don't have the soul for that, do I put something back?
Cycle a Pip Jet anyway.
I'm gonna put the bot deck, the shuffle.
Sure.
Yeah. right,
Yeah.
This is bot deck. Okay.
And
this
then
is bot deck.
Energy Blast 3 to pull out an Immigra. Oh no, he did. Wait, no, yeah, there should be an Immigra on the drop zone. Did he forget to Immigra? Because this should be here. No, yeah. Wait, there should be an Immigra on the drop zone. There should be an 18k, 28k column.
This one down. It's last turn.
No, where's the Immigra?
18 Vanguard.
There's definitely one in the drop zone. There's one in Soul, one on board, one in drop zone because he called over it with the Ava skill.
I mean, you would have gotten it, actually. Just...
Okay, it didn't matter, but yeah, as Demios says, he checked one non-sensible normal unit after turn 1. Which is, yeah, it was, like, you had to check defensive OT there, which was not happening. It's so weird, because, like, PBO feels like such a good deck. And it went 7-0 as well recently in Japan, so, like, why... I don't know, it just feels like something just went wrong for both of those players in both of those games that we just watched PBO in. I believe that PBO is a good deck. I have faith. I'm sure it was good. When did PBO top? It was like 2 weeks ago? Or 3 weeks ago? How many weeks ago was it now? It wasn't that long ago, right? Like, it was fairly recent. fairly recent. Yeah, you definitely need personas. Like, I think there's an argument to playing PBO without PGs, if you ask me, and just try to win games before you need them. Because the thing with PGs is that PBO is not a deck that pluses aggressively. Like, you're never sitting there with like 10 or 11 cards in hand. So the value of the PG just like drops compared to like those decks that can just like tank up and survive. So I feel like you'd rather just play more cards that just kill your opponent. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Okay, never mind. PBO was a month ago. That's... Okay, that was quite a while ago, actually. There's throwing for the promo. Yeah, I agree. Don't think PG should... Yeah, I guess. Anyway, let's look at the fourth game. This is the Darksphere game. Oh, I need to fix my thing again. Reset. And because, unlike the other Darksphere recorded games, we had a fairly decent setup this time, I don't need to fiddle around too much. Huzzah! It will look a little bit weird, like when he reaches his arm across the table and like it goes through my face. But, you know, we will have to make sacrifices. See, that actually looks pretty good for once.
10, your choice. I will go first. I'm shuffling in my... Let's go. I guess it's just put your front rows really far forward and have your back rows really far back.
Yeah, I am being the cameraman, that's the point. And look how much better this is.
Right, let's have fun then. Right. Let's go.
Oh, Ditch Viscotti, so good. Card is that grade 1? That is the Solryran ride line. Which I'm not even convinced is good in Solryran, because you need Soul. And these call themselves out of Soul. I'm fairly sure that Solryran would rather play the Alden ride line. I'm almost certain. It's that.
The dog is not visible. Yeah, there you go. Such a large gap. Yeah. Let's go find the order that will keep me from not whiffing orders. Because we're just getting it back. Yeah.
I mean, you might as well rush. You might as well push it forward. That too? Okay, that's also good. If you don't see another stack card, bro, like, isn't the majority of your deck stacking cards? I don't think I've ever seen Alden fail to stack. Can't abuse the second dog. It's pretty good numbers for turn one. The other dog is pushing out a little bit. If you pull it back just a bit more, it's gonna be tough, but it's fine. Yeah, the glare was not ideal. Like, we tried to position it so that where the glare was like least effective, but there's only so much you can do. I mean, sign-ups are open, but... Oh, damage nice. Handbell does cost Counterblast. And I think this deck has no other counter charge available to it. There's Handbeld! It doesn't do anything! That's the Order Searching Dragon. But I think that only works when placed from hand.
That's just so what did you search for? It's not from hand. Just swing 30.
What do you mean you hate for damage denying you? You're the one that gave him the chance to damage deny. To the pass.
Push the dragon up a bit more, by the way.
Whoa!
So, 1, 2 draws.
Yep. 3 with the OT power.
Did you draw for OT as well? Not yet.
Sam did. Yeah, he did. Because he energy charged. You. There's no. It's in discarding the Biscotti.
20.
Because he energy charged on turn 1 and didn't energy charge turn 2. Because he used it for Biscotti anyway. And yeah, not give like. So let me just quickly rewind that. So when he checks yellow OT.
Did you draw for OT as well? Not yet.
Yeah. He gave the 100 mil to Vanguard. Because like, oh, 2 to pass. Because he needs to break through. Forgetting that the OT itself retires the Guardian and the Vanguard hits anyway. So the 100 million should actually have gone to the side.
Push the dragon up a bit more. How much on? 20.
20. So this actually should have been 100 mil. I.e. not guarded. Turn 3, yeah. So turn 1, energy charge. Turn 2, use Biscotti. No, sorry, turn 1, no. He went first, turn 1, nothing. Turn 2, no Biscotti. Turn 3, Biscotti.
That grade one is not visible. Pull it back. Just towards you.
Oh, that's...
It's so Sky.
It works.
They don't like each other.
I mean, also, like, when he puts his arm over it, you can kind of tell it's the Ride Line Grade 1. You just have to remember it's the Ride Line Grade 1.
That side, I guess. Just check it out.
That's not good, I take it. I never finished picking up wisdom balls.
That takes off 5. Damaged army, I went fuck you, OT.
Is that the multi-turbo?
Yeah. Yes and no. It's, yeah, it is. Which one?
Oh, is it all of them? Yeah. All the dragons that work the best with Catapult.
It's got no support.
I don't even know why I say is that the multi-turbo guy would do the same thing.
Go to combat. Skill. Lost. No win it. Correct. All against plus 5. Gains red text. 28 Vanguard.
Yeah, this is what I mean about, like, Sol Ryron actually having real numbers. Like, it consistently makes real numbers.
31 skill. I'll say that as well. This skill. Draw a card, and this gives it 5 as well. So it's got a 5 from the board, 5 from this. It's 31 from Take it? Yeah.
Oh, OT is right back.
Add a card to hand. I didn't got it. I'm
Choosing the call before he draws from racing.
I don't replace anything. I'll get the 100 billion here. And then
Second check.
second check.
Really strong. Really strong. There goes Wisdom of the World.
So this gains 5 from its own skill, so it's 23, 33, 46, because it gains 5 from the soul. 46. Sorry. 48. It goes into soul. 100 million. Funny enough, I'm taking that. End of attack, so it's called. Yeah. It goes into soul, and I draw cards. I do counter charge, but. Yeah, my turn.
No Persona Ride.
Both at OT, it's a fair game. Yeah.
Handbeld desperately needs Persona Ride to hit numbers.
Not only are we both hit OT, but it's on the same turn as well. So.
And they both did the same thing, which was 1 extra damage.
I don't know, yours hit better than mine.
Slightly, yeah.
I healed. Exactly, you healed as well.
And you healed.
Ditch that. Oh yeah, no, double healed. Do I have a copy in here?
Yes. Fortunately.
I need a ball snake. Cut.
Yeah, playing Wisdom off of the dragon feels so bad. Because now you're net neutral instead of being +1. Because you have to play the dragon and then discard a card to draw 2 call to.
I OT then I healed, so I double healed.
With a crit. God damn. But then Miles hit that and then healed. Like, so he double healed. He's quite strong. I mean, fuck now.
Valtrossa? Probably not. Probably not.
Damage an item as well, so you can call another column. If that done that, it would have been really bad. Yeah. No, you finish with effects.
Probably move, yeah.
It doesn't even matter. When you attack that, it's better. Playing order, so.
Front row against 5.
5k.
Back row against boost.
This game's 5k.
It does matter for intercept though. Alright, Ben, stop coaching. It doesn't make a huge difference, but still.
Right, this is 20, 33, 38. It's not a big number. It should be bigger. So 30. Yeah, 38.
And then attack with Handbeld, restand that column. Finds an order. Nope. There's the dog. 38. No trigger. 28.
It's not a nice number. 23. Yeah.
So it's 33.
Plus 5. Isn't it plus? Isn't it 2 plus 5s?
38.
No defensive.
38.
Yeah, it's not a great position here. Like, Sam does have a lot of cards in hand, but a lot of them are normal orders, so there's really not much to be done. Meanwhile, Persona Ride, Sol Ryron is scary numbers to deal with. There's the multi-attack. So Sol Ryron's definitely doing 5 attacks this turn. Does Homville need to specifically see normal orders, or can it see set blitz orders? Because if so, maybe you just all in on blitz orders, right? Like, you are adding defensive shield to hand and restanding your column. Whereas the only defensive blitz we've seen so far has been the add back heals, guard with heals from drop 1.
Last Dark Day game. Actually, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Because 3 of the 4 teams that are guaranteed top 4 have players come in. So once that's done, is that all the results? There's top 4. So the May to August team today is just the qualifiers, not the. And how are you going to do it with the teams? Does it like, is it like one representative per team? No, 9. So all 9 have to play. So there's 50 people on the team. 15. Okay. And 9 have to play. So we'll make it best of 3. So best of 5. Oh, each game is best of 3, but like wins is best of 5. Okay.
Canna blitz orders, Keta blitz orders aren't worth it. Please don't tell me the discard 1, call back all your heals to guard with is the best blitz Keta has. Please do not tell me that.
See, like, if I was there, and maybe would have made it top 4, you should have signed me for like 100 million. I would have taken the contract. I would have taken the transfer.
Wait, it can add Sanctitude.
No, you're right.
Just be good and add Sanctitude.
I think I actually had the free time. I know I went on holiday last week. But other than the sign-up's open for 3 weeks. Yeah, sure. But like, not everyone has to play every week.
It actually is the other one, Scries. Come on, man.
For this year.
Wait, doesn't Keta have the
Okay, no worries. I just want to know. That's fine.
Doesn't Keta have a blitz that's like plus 30k if opponent's Vanguard was placed by an ability this turn? That just killed, like, that just helps, keeps you alive against Stride decks, right? Wow, no gods to Vanguard. Crit! Nope. Chance for defensive? No defensive. Chance for a heal on these as well?
18, 28, 38, 43.
Scary numbers.
Should just be 5 higher. So 18, 28, 38.
You can't guard both of them. All those cards in hand and not enough shield. How is that possible, bro? 48. So 23, 38, 15 more. Doesn't the order itself give plus 10? What is it even called? It's call back your heals and your Vanguard gains 10k, right? So this is 25k shield, which puts him on 38. Oh, I thought it was 10! Oh, I thought it was 10! Oh, no! No, the order definitely gives power.
Can I top deck persona-wise?
No.
You just play the kit package anyway.
There's nothing else I can do, and that's the sad truth.
I mean, you can. Well, let me know.
Ladder? Do you need ladder in this deck? Do you need soul? Wouldn't you rather just have cup? I think you need cup to guarantee persona right?
No, so these two gain the 10k? He goes 2 to pass. Yeah. First check crit, automat, second check yellow OT. Cool. Then he goes attack, no guard, purple OT heal. So balance.
Wait, what order did you play?
Purple OT, second check yellow OT. Cool. Then he goes attack, no guard, purple OT heal.
Oh, dog order, okay. Remaking a board is... yeah, sees all his persona rights.
But you had like a full field. Was it even necessary to... I guess maybe it's a full field.
My back row can get boost anyway, so... If I make a bigger column, it's big column. Alright. 20, 30, 48. 48. Yeah, it's 48.
20, 28.
You have persona right?
10k from that.
Oh, right.
48. Yeah, 48. So it is a big number, so I was expecting.
Oh, defensive sucks.
This doesn't gain it, it's just
Oh, the fuck?
So you need to skill and attack. Yeah.
I'm squashing this out my storage box.
Top 5. Come on, 1.
26, right?
Do I have any tips on how to flatten this?
Does he find order?
Wait, who's that about?
He finds an order.
No, it's gone.
It's
It's freeze right now. I mean, you can only flatten to the point that it's not playable, but that's about it.
I would say
So the conversation you hear in the background, by the way, there, Mohammed has very unfortunately damaged his world sanctitude. It's not like awful, it's still sleeve playable, but it's very noticeably creased. It does feel kind of bad.
Do you know how many heals I've seen? Not enough.
Like you can flatten it just so that it can still be played, but the crease will always be there.
2 blanks, cool.
I'd say it's double sleeve playable.
Yeah, it's double sleeve.
20, 38. Oh, right.
There's no way to get the crease. When it's creased, it's
Just takes this, it's only 1 damage, right? Just take it and kill him.
38, 48.
53, okay. I think that's the backbreaker in this matchup. The fact that Sam has never hit Persona and Miles has hit Persona every turn. And so Ryron's the deck with the better numbers to begin with. It makes it a pretty lopsided here. Yes.
skill.
Like, even a defensive heal, I don't think saves him here. Because he becomes 23 versus, like, 48.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprised.
That's 25.
I mean, you got this because it's guardable.
So
43. No.
20,
38.
28, 38. They're both getting 5 each.
There's still 3 kills in the deck.
Well, just hit them then, bro.
On its own, it's 33. If it's boosted, it's 46.
Not a heal. Yep. Yeah, I think like not seeing Persona rides combined with Soul Iron double healing, it's definitely an uphill struggle. Like going from 3-3 to 1-4 is that's backbreaking. That is absolutely backbreaking. But yeah, that is those are all the games we have recorded for this week. Like I said, top 4 is best of 3, so starting from next week we should have more longer, interesting things to watch. Hopefully, that's the idea. And I've got a few exciting, some really cool matchups here. And like I said, finals will be done privately, recorded, and we will watch all 9 finals games over the course of the week, slowly revealing the result as we go. So, yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, that is it for this week. We've got our end of season stats. We've got MVP. So, before Top Cut starts, definitely want to shout out to the carries. Their team carries. So Toby going 8-0, Mr. WCC, the only WCC member to take part this season. 8-0, Cardfighter 159, 7-0. Kenzio 7-0, crazy. Carolus 8-1, Strong. Styles 6-0. Adrian Barber 7-1, Flash 5-0. Bailey 6-1, Wolfran 7-2. Anyone else with 8? Yeah, Spiteful Dunker 6-2. That Peter 6-2. Nuno 6-3. Yeah, a lot of really like good performances coming in there. Love to see it. Love to see it. Obviously, these will update with top 4. I'm also now pleased to announce live on stream, I have an extra prize in the work. So, I announced a while ago that thanks to our sponsor, TCG Matter, the winning team will now be receiving a pack of Yanoman oversleeves. Every player will get 1 pack each. So, thanks to Nick for supporting this tournament. But, out of my own pocket, out of the goodness of my heart, that's not the right one. I have decided we are doing a Best Captain Award, and the vote will be between myself and the other 3 admins from Juicebox. I will be giving who we collectively think is the best captain a special Trail Championships playmat, which I was given while I was in Japan last year by Miltae himself. So yeah, very, very cool playmat. Very nice. So, there's still 2 weeks to get your vote in. If you would like to put a word in for your captain, or any other captain is fine as well, please reach out to me through DM, Twitter, or Discord, whichever one is okay, and tell me why you think any particular captain deserves to win the Best Captain Award. My opinion can still be changed. But yeah, that's a cool little bonus I'm doing. But yeah, until then, we'll call it a night. Is anyone playing Vanguard? I don't think so. What a surprise! No one's playing Vanguard. It's Sunday night. But yeah, we'll call it. If there's anyone else I know following, I don't know. I don't think anyone's going, so we'll just call it night again. But yeah, top 4 is starting this week. Stay tuned. Yeah, have a lovely evening. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Good night.